Hey everyone. In this video, we're going to walk you through a few of the functions of Copilot Chat and how you really can personalize this to make it work more effectively for you and your students. So within here, we're in Microsoft Copilot Chat, and it should be a lot of the same features you see within yours. You'll see just on the left-hand side, we've got just a menu with different tools that we're using in all our past conversations. But really, when we're talking about prompt engineering and we're trying to generate something, we just type it right into here, right under where it says, how can I help? So let's just say I want to make a lesson plan for today. So I'm just going to type into Copilot and say, hi there, can you please make me a lesson plan for grade 6 science relating to space? Okay, now whenever I'm ready, this isn't the best prompt, and we can talk in future videos about prompting and how to make that more effective. But if I want to see what comes up, I'm just going to hit this little arrow here or enter, and it's going to start to populate a lesson. Now it's going to pop out something here, and it's going to give me this lesson plan, and it may or may not know a few features of like how do I like my lessons, what it's doing. And it actually did a pretty good job here, but that's because I've used Copilot quite a bit. So I want to point out though, let's say I got this lesson and it doesn't really work for the needs of my students or the way that I like to teach. What else can I do? Well, a couple important things to note here. One, if you look up here, just right in the upper right hand corner, you always want to make sure when you're signed in with your school account that you've got this enterprise data protection. And what that really does, it protects the data from everything that you're using, including both you and your students. Now, contrary to popular belief, you can actually include with this data protection student names and confidential information, because it's no different than the information you're putting into Excel and Word. And that's been shared with us from the Microsoft team. Now, beyond that, if we want to make this more personalized and more effective, if you see these three little dots right beside that data enterprise protection, you can just see, I'll zoom in there. If you click on those, you should see three options, and we're going to select these setting gears. And once I do that, you should see another window pop up which allows you to personalize your account. So if I click the personalization, what's going to happen is two other text boxes are going to pop up, one being custom instructions and one being memory. I'm going to hit the custom instructions. Now, right now it says NA, not applicable. Yours will default to nothing, like it'll just be a blank text box. But keep in mind, I haven't given it any details about really what I do. And I want to add those details so Copilot actually has a memory of how I like to operate, how I like to speak in terms of the cadence, but also really the needs of my classroom. So for me, I'm just going to copy and paste in what I already had in. And it basically just talks about my role at Logix Academy, what I do. But then every time I'm creating examples, it gave me a context, or I gave it a persona that I teach grade 6 in London, Ontario. I have 26 students in my class, 4 of them on IEP, 2 of which are gifted, some require additional support. I also have MLL students. And this allows me to, every time now I generate a lesson, I don't have to tell Copilot this. All I have to do is save it, and it will now give me lessons that I really am looking for. I could tell it to always give me an exit ticket, add in specific exemplars, whatever you want it to do, whatever you're thinking, just tell it. So now if I go back and let me just create a new chat. So I'm just going to start a new chat by clicking on that blue little icon in the right hand corner. Now let me just say the same thing again. Please make me a lesson plan for grade 6 science relating to space. And now when I do it, keep in mind, now it's going to be linked in. Look, it already has in mind. It remembers my students, exactly who they are. Always have an empathetic approach. And because I said I had Mandarin speaking students in my classroom, it's going to account for that. It's also going to keep it in the way that I like learning. So I have put in different parameters of the way that I like to do things in terms of lesson structure. And yes, can I expand upon it? Absolutely. But for now, the main goal was, can we get this customized so that it works for you? Please customize your content to include anything you want to save yourself a lot of time. Even when you're emailing parents, administration, anybody, this is really a tool just to work for you. You can also save this in your memory and ask Copilot to remember anything that you really want it to. So those are just a few points and tips and tricks. We hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll be making more along the way. Thanks, everyone.